My name is Ryan, and I'm a writer from Boynton Beach, Florida. I'm 23 years old, and I've been sober for 4 years. My main addiction, I would say, was anything downers, so opiates, benzodiazepines, pot, and alcohol. Freshman year of high school is when I started smoking pot and drinking, so I was 13, 14 years old. Basically, it just progressed from there. At one point, I found pills, and then the next day, I woke up addicted. 16, 17 years old was basically a string of therapists, outpatient centers, where I would go, I would complete the program, and I would just get high again. And then by the time 17 years old rolled around, I had been through enough outpatient treatment centers where it was clear that that wasn't going to help me. So I went to my first detox and inpatient treatment center, and I made it through that. It was a 1-month program. Stayed clean for about 30 to 60 days after that, got high again. When I finally got sober, I was 19 years old. I went to a treatment center in Connecticut. I was with a handful of people who were my age, who I could relate to, and I ended up staying sober after that. I think my first couple of shots at treatment, there were therapists who I couldn't just connect with. There were people who I thought I was different than, who I couldn't relate to. But, part of it was me, was my arrogance, my obstinance, just thinking I could do this on my own. I don't think addiction discriminates. I mean, I'm from the suburbs of New Jersey, upper middle class kid. I went to a private high school. My parents, they did almost everything right. I'm an addict, but I don't fit that portrayal of an addict that you see on TV and in movies. There's no one-size-fits-all kind of treatment. Every addict deserves the chance to recover, and every addict deserves a kind of treatment that fits his or her specific needs. I think having a resource like the Addiction Recovery Network is very important because, everyone should find the right treatment center the first time. I was lucky enough to have a second chance or maybe a third chance at this. The vast majority of addicts and alcoholics are not that fortunate. They relapse and they just don't make it back. And finding the right treatment center is so important for the kind of treatment you're going to need, for the people you need to relate to, for where you need to go, that having a resource like this is really invaluable. My number one advice to anyone who is suffering from an addiction or thinks they might be an addict is, from my personal experience, just give it a shot. Give treatment a shot at any level. At the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? You get sober and you get your life back.